was at one of our sales reps' kid's birthday party. His name's Eddie, and he had been on a podcast a couple weeks prior to it. And some guy came up when I was getting a drink. I was in a cooler grabbing a beer, and some guy comes up and he goes, "Hey man," he goes, "Were you on there with Eddie?" And I said, I'm sorry, on where?" And he goes, the YouTube, your podcast." And I'm like, "Oh yeah," I'm like, "Yeah, Roof Trolls." And he's like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "That's a funny shit." He's like, "I watched your episode." He's like, "And then before I knew it, I ended up watching the other two." He's like, "Dude, I was just sitting there on my couch watching you guys for 3 hours." And I was like, "Man, that's awesome." Like, man, my fiance was there to see that, to like witness that actually took place. I'm like, "Man, that's awesome." Like, that was really cool. But then at the CRCA, which we just went to out here in Chicago, we go to that event every year. So we go into CRCA, and some guy who worked at the company that I had left came up to me. I had my Roof Trolls hoodie on. He came up to me and he was like, "Hey, Elijah," right? And I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Hey, man, I actually ended up working at the company you were at prior to you leaving." And he's like, "I heard a lot of people had some good things to say about you." And he's like, "And then I noticed you guys had the podcast." He's like, "I follow you on TikTok and I watch all the reels and stuff that you put out." And he's like, "It's really cool." He's like, "I just wanted to let you know." He's like, "Man, it's really funny." He's like, "I really enjoyed it."